I'm Suhail Zindani, one of the international trainers, consultants working in the country, and I have had the privilege of working with perhaps the best companies in the country who are there to work in the training segment. I'll be taking you throughout the day, and the challenge for me is to keep you alive, excited, and I'm sure trainers or the speakers, the esteemed speakers will be joining us throughout the day, will be giving the best of what they know, the best of what they've acquired over the years, and they'll be sharing with us. So it will be a fantastic learning experience, inshallah, for every one of us. I was just wandering around in the tea break, and one thing which is so very basic and one thing which is so very common in tea breaks is that we only meet people who we already know. There is nothing so interesting about it. I mean, we are just standing with the people we know for last 40 years, and the question is, how are you? The most obvious answer should be, as I was for last 40 years. But again, we just meet people whom we have been knowing for last so many years. So now what we'll do is that I'll now structure a very different kind of a networking session. It will be a 6-minute networking session, and how it will flow. On my start call, the music will go up. You all have to stand up from your seats, go around in the room, and meet at least 3 individuals you don't know. So now it's your ethical challenge. If you know someone and he's coming to you, okay, bye. You have to meet 3 individuals you don't know in the room, and I would prefer people sitting at the back, come at the forward, people sitting at the front, go backward, and we meet 3 individuals. We meet them step by step. As the music goes on, you'll meet 1 individual. Music will be up there for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, there'll be a break. And then you have to switch to someone new. And it will go on for 3 times. What you need to discuss, you'll, of course, exchange your business cards. And if you don't have your business cards, say one boo to yourself, immediately prepare one, and through these paper pads that you have been provided with, but meet at least 3 individuals. I guess we all are pretty clear of what we have to do. So should we start? Yes? That's it. Fantastic. That's it. Let's move to person 2, individual 2. Music goes up. Meet the 3rd person around. Music goes up. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, please, back to your seats. Lahore, back to your seats. Okay. Now, this is particularly what we call the culture difference. If by any chance we would have done this activity in Karachi, the response would have been completely different. So people from Karachi don't get offended, because I'm from Karachi as well. Because if we do this activity in Karachi, this activity would last hardly 4 minutes. How? Music goes up, meet person 1. Here's your card, bye. And I'm still locating few individuals who are still chatting with someone they met for the first time, and this discussion is still on. This is brilliant. So can we have a big round of applause for we people sitting in this room? Fantastic. To two basic things. A, we will be doing it, but I want, with the greatest of the energies that we have this morning over here, I want you all, and of course, if your personal ethics allow you to do it, I would always do it. May I request everyone, every guest in this room, to kindly stand up and clap for the great speakers and the great achievements they've done to this country once, so that they can be honored and we all can be honored for being here. Can we all clap for the esteemed speakers that we have? But I would request you to kindly stand up for everyone. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. One last request that goes very much with me is that I personally prefer not to have Dukhi Rams in such conferences. International conferences are not made for Dukhi Rams. There are people who are sitting with I don't know what kind of pain and looking at individuals with no hope. We are here to share our experiences, make sure that you spread smile as well as your knowledge and your wisdom with individuals. We are all set to proceed for the next session, strategic responses to crises. I'm honored to invite Mr. Abdul Razak Dawood, Chairman, Deskin Engineering, who will be the session chairperson. May I request you, sir, to kindly come forward. May I also request Mr. Khalid Mirza, Chairman, Competition Commission of Pakistan, and Mr. Irfan Mustafa, Senior Vice President and Managing Director, Yum Restaurant International, Middle East, North Africa, Pakistan, and Turkey region, to also come forward on the stage so that we can proceed with the next session. It's time to move on. I would now request Mr. Khalid Mirza, Chairman, Competition Commission of Pakistan, to please come forward and present on his topic, Competition, a Key Enabler of Economic Development. Sir.
Mr. Razak Dawood, ladies and gentlemen, I would actually begin by thanking the Management Association of Pakistan, and in particular Mr. Waqar Malik, for inviting me once again to a MAP conference. I think you're making a habit of it. Perhaps people might talk, but I do feel deeply honored and privileged. What I will say to you is actually based on 44 years of work experience and not on books. Unfortunately, as the philosopher Kierkegaard, the Danish philosopher Kierkegaard, said, life can only be understood backward, but it has to be lived forward. Now, this is the basic disconnect we are all faced with, which is why, like all of us, I'm more likely to be wrong than right. So with this disclaimer, if I can proceed with first referring you to the proclamation here, which is preparing businesses for post-recessionary challenges. I don't know why the articles there are there for, but that's the big banner heading of this conference. In my simplistic mind, post-recession means after the recession, which in the context of business cycles translates to a boom period. And since in a boom period, challenges are as such are few and far between, hardly any preparation would be needed to meet those challenges. Then what is this